Boom. Hello. Just need to unmute myself on Discord. Hello, Woodshed. I see you in the Discord room. I see you. There we go. What's Alex? GG. Hey, 2019 farming. You just made it as I tab away. Brilliant. Just get the admin password in. That password looks way, way more complicated than it actually is. I'm pretty good. How are you? And Pius, this is your thumbnail. I actually got ready for a previous stream that I cancelled due to dodgy stomach. And I thought it'd be unfair to not use it. Hello, Mikey Top. You guys can hop on the server, by the way. Exclamation mark Deddy Deets in chat for the server details. Also, Alex, you're gonna need to give me like work to do. I'm not gonna just randomly decide what to do like I usually do. You're in charge today. Hello, Alfie. This is one of my favorite hobbies, is like hopping on the server and then telling the admins, yeah, you're in charge. What? Harvest 5. We don't own Field 5. Can you play Xbox? I'm afraid not. It's PC only. It's a Deddy server. Tab to the deer T560. Now what? You joining, pal? I am the most useless helper in the world. Take it to one of the other fields. I'm stuck in a hedge. 60, 61, you think? Okay, now that you've actually mentioned what field, I can't troll you like I was going to. Can I stream on Forza again? Possibly. Possibly. I just haven't been into Forza all that much lately. It's unfair. There is a reason behind it, 2019. It's... I'll be honest. It's mainly Sony. Sony don't want scripts on the PS4 due to the risk of somebody deciding to use scripts to hack. And, Sony decided that it was a good idea to say no scripts on console. That's number one why there are no scripts on console. Number two, there's the limitation of Giants actually need to put in only stuff they have the license to on console, which complicates things. That's why certain mods don't go to console. Hey, CD. When they changed that system, as CD hates about the licensing. I'm sure there's a third reason. Sony's PS4, not Xbox. Yeah, the third reason is that Giants didn't want to develop a version of the game specifically for PS4. If a mod goes to console, it goes to console. It doesn't just go to Xbox. It doesn't just go to PS4. It goes to both of them. They both run effectively the same version of the game. Actually, the third reason you can't play a Deddy server on console is because the mod desks are different. But it's technically a different version of the game. Is the map on PS4? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but don't recall it. Yes, but I know it's your thumbnail, Pa. You've said it like 4 times, and I remember stealing it off you. Quick reminder that it is all done with permission. There's a room in the Discord dedicated to throwing pretty pictures of the server in, if you want them to potentially be a stream thumbnail. And if I like it, I'll choose it as thumbnail. I tend to, whenever I'm doing multiplayer, just pick my favourite one. Hello, you. Anyone know of a fusion mod? I'm sure there's some out there. Whether or not they're good or on a site that's reputable. Like, I haven't seen any on reputable sites, but I've not checked Yes Mods for a couple of days. Thank you very much, James. It's appreciated. Had a nice day. I was just chilling and doing literally nothing. Played Explain for a bit, and that was about it. I'm coming past you on a second headlamp, put the auger out as if I'm looking for a screenshot, lol. Ooh. I mean, I can make it more realistic by actually unloading onto the ground, but that would probably make you angry. I don't think you'd appreciate that. You play X-Plane on mobile 2019. That is... I've heard that that's a really good flight sim. Like, for the limitations that it has, being on mobile, I've heard that it's very good. Hello, Austin. How you doing today, dude? What do you mainly fly on it 2019? Because I know you get the Cessna 172 and something else that I can't quite remember. For free, and then everything else is paid or payware, which I'm normally against, but in flight sims you quite often get what you pay for. Is this map good? It is very good. I really like it. It's on the multiplayer server because I kind of want to play it with more than just myself. I want to kind of share the map around with people, on PC especially. Thank you, Pat, for the super chat that isn't coming through anywhere for some reason. I'm hoping it will. Hello, Venus. There we go. Thank you very much for the €2 pack. Very much appreciated. Something else. Is that something else a small jet 2019? I think it comes with the Cirrus 50. I can't remember off the top of my head. How's Dave? Dave is good. I'm good. I had some sandwiches and a cup of tea not too long ago, so I should be good to talk for the stream. I'm not talking too loud because I don't have any drinks with me to deal with the throat issue that usually happens if I talk too loud. So I'm just going to kind of make do with how we're going right now. I need to start getting into drinking water while I'm streaming again. Hey, and I'm Farmer, how you doing today, dude? I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to do that. That's only broken on my end. Oh, GG. You have a bad hangover from that. Fair enough, man. I've just got a headache today. GG for the Combine F's in chat. Yeah, how do I keep breaking things? Like, seriously. How is it that every time I touch something in Farm Sim it breaks? Like, I'm feeling particularly good. My glasses case. These are, I've still only got my old glasses. My glasses case is a bit crushed, so this might take a minute to get me to open it. There we go. I've still only got my my old glasses, as they will now and forever be known. New pair should be out. New pair should be arriving this week, he says, poking himself in the eye with glasses. I'm expecting sometime around Wednesday to be getting a new pair. I say new pairs, 2 new pairs. There's a 2-for-1 deal at the opticians, so I'm getting 2 near identical pairs of glasses. Sainsbury's messed up your card and refused to fix it, so you're down 20 quid because Steam voucher. Oh, hang on, they messed up your card? Dude, charge back. Contest the charge. Not card, you mean Steam voucher. Oh, if you paid with card, you can contest the charge. Why is the reel all the way forward? There we go. It's doing a good crummunch. Is this the modded combine trial? This is a base game. This is a base game combine. The modded one's only on Lone Oak for me. I cannot deal with the streaks that are in my glasses currently. I need to clean them. You've run through 2 gallons of water in 5 hours. I missed some. It's fine. Look, I'm harvesting perfectly. I'm not missing a thing. It's perfectly fine. Hey, simulator gaming. When am I streaming to? About 7 o'clock. It's currently 5:15, so about an hour and 3/4 left. Or until I get food, whichever happens first. And I think it'll be 7 o'clock first. If you feel 41, you did it to the field. I did. Oh. No trolling? I'm sorry, Farming Boy, you must be new here. Hello, Skinlord XD. Ah! There's like streaks. Oh, there we go, that's... I have actual vision. And a problem that I won't have to deal with for much longer. Technically I'm harvesting correctly, I'm just decided to have my straight lines be at a weird angle. So, 2 things that I need to talk to you guys about real quick. Number 1, this is hopefully the last time you see me in these glasses with the tiny rims. My new pair, much larger. They'll possibly look a bit hilarious for a while until you get used to seeing me wearing them. The second thing is, I'm dealing currently with a problem that I will never have to deal with again with the new pair of glasses, which is there's actually glare hitting my face and then hitting off I'm hoping this is the case. I can see my eyes in my glasses. Because there's a glare. And I'm hoping, upon hope, that the anti-glare coating that is going to be on my new glasses is going to actually deal with that. You download the mods, it says you don't have them. What? Download them from the server path. Some of them might have updated in the meantime. And make sure they're going into your mods folder, not your downloads folder. And make sure there's no, like, numbers and brackets after them. Hey, Greek dude. Keep in mind, guys, if you want to join in, you can just throw !Deddydeets into chat. Nightbot, if I get really big glasses, they're like this size. The bottom of the frame goes to about here on my face. The top goes to about here. So they're kind of 80s style, but very thin rims. And the reason behind it is they're reading glasses, but I tend to be on my computer a lot, so I want to have as full vision with glasses as I can. Currently, I just have a thin strip. Is it true that Oxy's going to do Shamrock Valley after Lone Oak? That's what he said, at least. Now, unless he changes his mind, I presume that is true. And if that is true, which I'm hoping it is, I will be one happy bunny. Hello, Mr. Jeremy. Or Mr. Jeremy. By the way, guys, little thing about Shamrock for you guys. You guys play on console. Some of you guys play on console, at least, right? Is it true? I'm not answering the question. I am answering the question. The answer is, Oxy said it. Oxy said that he would do Lone Oak, or Shamrock after Lone Oak. Whether or not he actually does is entirely up to him. No, Greek dude, this is a weird visual glitch that I've managed to cause, and I'm not entirely sure how. The grain isn't dropping. It's the animation's broken. You play on Xbox, Adam? Good news. Hopefully, the plan is, whenever Oxy does do Shamrock, which, as far as I know, is the next map on the chopping block, and is coming after Lone Oak. Whenever he does do that, whenever he does bring out Shamrock, I'll be very happy. And I completely forgot what I was saying, so yeah. I was just harvesting and seeding at the same time. Pretty much, yeah. Oh, I remember now. Shamrock is planned to come to consoles this time, guys. So if you're on console, Alex, that's a bit silly. If you're on console and you were in 17 and you're still annoyed that Shamrock didn't come to console, which I think a lot of people are, then fear not, because it'll come in time in 19. Oxy just straight up ran out of time in 17 to get it on console, so hopefully this time around he won't run into that issue. Now I've just noticed that I've somehow got my processor running at 4.5 gigahertz. That's quite impressive. Like some amateur combine drivers, you go in the field a month later and the wheat's growing again. What's really funny, Greek dude, I don't know if it's the case in Greece, but in Ireland, along many country roads where there's a lot of overhanging trees, you'll quite often see wheat, barley and oats actually growing in the grass verges, because the trees have swiped the top of the grain trailers, which are a bit overly full, and just grain has fallen out into the into the grass verges, so you quite often see wheat, barley, various other grains. Does it hurt? Does what hurt? Any Air news? Is it not? It came out a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. If you mean like for console, not possible. It's not actually possible for Air Ireland to go to console. It's a 4X. Consoles can only, and this is Giant's word, not mine, consoles can only handle 2X. Woodshed is joining the server. Woodshed, were you wondering what the command was the entire time, by the way? There's only about 300 miles in front of Shamrock. Shamrock isn't actually finished yet, James, as far as I know. Air Ireland V2 is out. Yeah, Air Ireland V2 is out. But Air Ireland is... you've been downloading mods? Okay. Air Ireland is unfortunately a mod that just can't go to console. We don't get cotton because it's not grown here, but we get pretty much every other grain growing in the roadsides, and it's kind of hilarious. You don't like UK maps, Ronnie? Why not? Why don't you like UK maps? I'm curious. Is it that the fields are too small for you? The roads are too tight? That they're too hilly? The higher workers don't really like it? Because they're all, in my opinion, just valid reasons. You're from Kansas. Ah, yes, yeah. So you're more a fan of the kind of maps that I'm not a huge fan of, like Welker. Something like that would be more your style. Number of mods waiting to be tested. 248? Too many ditches? I guess. The thing about UK maps for me is they a lot more than American maps, and this is just my own feelings, so don't shout at me and say that I hate American maps, but this is just the way that I feel about it. UK maps have a lot more character than most American maps. Like, the average UK map will have more character than the average American map. Just because the UK has a lot more history and you can kind of see some of it in the way the fields are laid out. Whereas in America, it's kind of more based on, well, land is cheap, so let's just split it off into squares. 73, Alex, so you can come around and empty me out if you want. Basically, when I put the pipe out, it's fine. You make more food in the UK. Well, yes, because America's about 10 times bigger than the UK, Ronnie. That's like saying the Sahara Desert has more sand than the beach that's down the road. Just in Kansas. Kansas is bigger than the UK! Most American states are bigger than the UK. And I'm not saying that the American style of farming isn't more efficient, because it is. The UK field shapes are very inefficient for farming, but they've got a lot more character behind them. You like my merchandise? I forgot I had that. Forgot I had merch. Because I've not used my RainbowDave mug in forever, and I'm wondering where it is. So much corn in the USA. That's only in certain areas, Greek dude. It's not like all of the USA is all corn. Like, is it Iowa is the huge corn state? You like a good UK map once in a while? See, here's the thing. I'm not biased against American maps. I just find a lot of them very bland because I'm not a big fan of the big flat open expanse with huge massive square fields. That's not the way that I enjoy farm sim. I'm much more a fan of the hilly, quite evil terrain with funky shapes in the fields and some challenge getting between fields, and you know, the kind of map where you can literally get lost on. The corn texture is not great. Yeah, some of the textures for the crops aren't great. European maps are a bit weird. Some of them, like Polish maps, are stunning. Woodshed. If you haven't tried a Polish map, try one. They're stunning. They're very UK style, but they're very grungy. So if you like a filthy, dirty, grungy map, Poland is the kind of the Polish maps are for you. Although some of the textures the Polish guys use are a bit bizarre. Did you ever brush the... That's a Polish map! Here's the thing, I love UK maps, but Polish maps just... Oh my god, they're so good. The reason that I don't play many Polish maps is literally because people aren't interested in them. I think they're some of the best. And most interesting. Yo, Vesper Chills, I never could like that map. Vesper Chills is a map I just never could get on with. Like, I like playing American. I actually loved in FS13, this is going back now, but there was a Central Kansas map in FS13 that was stunning. It was flat and boring by my current standards, but I really liked it back then. Hello, Kian and Damien, watching from the riverlands of South Australia. Dude, you are insane for being awake. It's probably, what, like 2 AM for you guys? The camera mod is not working for you. What camera mod? Just think how many great mods are going to go out in the list of mods. I don't know how many of them are going to be good, is the issue. Disable... Oh, the disabled vehicle collision camera? That should work. Hey, Gary. Any American map you like? Came out 17 against Lone Oak. Lone Oak is a really good American map. A lot of the stuff by NLD Farmers is very good as well. Tend to not play American maps on the channel too much. Again, not a lot of interest in them, which kind of sucks. I wish that the farm sim community as a whole would be a bit more willing to deal with why is there that happening. I wish the farm sim community in general was a bit more willing to deal with variety. Because from my experience, the American community only wants American maps. The UK and Ireland community only wants UK and Ireland maps. And I say that the American community is a bit more willing to accept weird, UK and Ireland maps as well. But the European community only wants European maps. And the Polish guys just do their own thing in the corner, probably while drinking vodka. But checked out the transport pack from last mod company. No, I don't tend to... Oh, was that the one with the funky trailer and the man truck that has the trailer attached? I've not downloaded that, but Landy's been singing its praises from the rooftops, so I must have a look at it at some point. You want to see variety, like big fields, small fields, mountainous terrain, also... Yeah, Greek dude, I'm like you, I want to see a bit of everything. Like, square fields, not my thing. But when they're done tastefully, like Field 4 here, Field 12... Actually, Field 4 is the biggest square field. Field 17 is squarish as well. You can do square fields in a way that I like them, but I just generally don't like them. 115? There's Field 115. Well, 115 is, yeah, that's a square field. If you mix it up, it's fine. Let's see if I have a tractor from the UK. That's the John Deere 5M. Yeah! Or the lower powered 6Ms. Am I going to play ATS? I'm more likely to play ETS. I'm more likely to play ETS. Justin, I know I trolled Alex by telling him, getting him to tell me what to do. Find something to do. And, do we have a second combine, maybe? But Justin, treat this like single player with like extra people in. Passive Harmony joining as well, Alex. Just FYI. You got banned from ETS MP. I don't like Truckers MP. I never have. And I probably never will. It strikes me as something that is run by a clique for that clique to do things for the clique. And if you do anything outside of what they want specifically, they will ban you. If you promote them, they'll ban you, because that's what they did to Mark Armstrong. And to a few, more than a few other people who do YouTube and who do streams, they got banned from Truckers MP for streaming and, you know, forming convoys, which is obviously going to happen when you're streaming. Did I pre-order Platinum yet for FS19? I'll be real with you, Mr. Jeremy. No, because I don't need to. I'm on a mailing list for Giants. Or I can say this. I'm a Giants partner. Hence why, if you watch FarmCon, that awards thingy, got like a bronze award. I'm a bronze tier partner. I get all of the DLCs are I'm not gonna say early, but I get them all sent to me. I get the games sent to me, so I don't need to worry about pre-ordering and the finances for that, which is actually great. It's a load off my shoulders because I don't need to worry about that side of finances anymore. And I get to promote everything for Giants as well, which Giants does a lot of good work. And I'll crap on them sometimes. I think it's fair to crap on Giants sometimes because some of the stuff they do is a bit silly and a bit dumb. But I think they do some good work and they deserve the recognition for it. And they're just nice people. Hello, Chris. Oop, there's a new combine being bought. By the way, Woodshed, if you're still about, did you mean to quit the game, or did you crash? It's very hard to tell sometimes. Because I know with some people the game can be a small, teensy bit unstable. That's a good name, Pat. You can use use the in-game chat. It's a bit easier. Makes life easier for you to not have to tap in and out of the game. There's something being bought, I think. That was just a random lag spike. I'm getting good ping today. 30 milliseconds. Not bad. Not bad at all. considering the server's located in Germany. You're looking forward to this DLC? I mean, anybody who likes Class is looking forward to the DLC. I'm looking forward to Friday to see what's in the next set of... Well, probably Thursday. I'm looking forward to the end of the week to see what's in the next set of fact sheets. And I'll cover last week's when I do this week's, by the way, because I will be covering the fact sheets. Oh, what's he bought now? I don't know why my chat is so screwed up in game. There we go, I fixed it. That's really weird that it does that. Class Cougar would be nice to have. I would love for Class Cougar to be in the DLC, but I'm not expecting it. No, Mr. Jeremy. Historically, there's one DLC remaining after Platinum. So you got the Metal Edition, and then sometime around March next year, we'll get another DLC. February, March time, I'm expecting to see the final DLC. There could be one in the meantime, because like we're all... No, there probably won't be. But I'm expecting to see the final DLC for 19 in March-ish of next year. Did he just go and grab a cultivator when there's one on the other side of the field? So if you're watching 16 likes, that's not actually bad. You guys are doing me good on the likes today. And the views. Pleasantly surprised. I'll be interested to see what the peak is on Twitch, because I am on Twitch as well at the moment. Although it seems like all of the chat is coming from YouTube. You're stuck in your Fixed it. Oh, good lord. Carl Culwick Jones Farms Inc. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. That is one hell of a name, dude. See ya, Mr. Jeremy. Enjoy the rest of your day or whatever you're going to do. I look over, the tractor's just on 2 wheels after unflipping. Mr. Jeremy, join the Discord, dude. But the fun doesn't end when the stream does. I tend to spam random things, like I just started spamming the word sandwich earlier. The following picture? They're just emojis. 2019 farming. They're not particularly funny. Here's the Discord. Should be a link in the description. Or if there are mods about, !Discord. In the chat we'll get Nightbot to shout at people. I think Nightbot spams that link every 10 minutes or so, question mark? I set up Nightbot, I can't remember what I actually told her to do. Is it in the description? I'm gonna tab out and probably break my chat by doing this, but... Hang on, the Discord link was under where you asked for the descriptor for the Discord. There we go. Is farming busy? Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine the farmers are quite busy during harvest time. Guys around me have been going a bit mental. Doing the harvest. Oh. Okay, Stream Deck, calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm. Hey, Bailey. Sorry about all the bit of oops. That was my Stream Deck deciding to be rude. Thank you for the follow, whoever that was, because I haven't got everything open at the moment. Antherius Dave? That's a weird name. It's a bit on the strange side. Antherius is a word that I've never heard before. Interesting. Alex, what do you want me to do once I've got this done? Grass stuff. Do you not think that maybe I'm going to be doing enough grass stuff this week? Considering on both seasons maps I'm into a period where I'm working on grass work. I could help Pa doing the Call to Volti. 2:44 in the morning on Australia. Dude, you're insane. You're insane. I appreciate the hell out of it, but that's insanity being... Well, let's say that. I usually end up being awake until like 3 or 4 o'clock myself, so I can't really say much. Remember the citrus acid in the kettle? Citrus acid? No, that was hydrochloric acid that was put in the kettle. Citric acid would work. Hydrochloric acid melted the kettle. I'm asking somebody what I need to do on my old server. Yeah. It's called trolling the admins. It's great. I don't need to plan out the stream. I can just get Alex to do it for me on the fly. You work at 4 o'clock. I'm hoping you mean PM. Because if it's 4 AM and you've not slept yet, then rip. I can cultivate or transport animals. I'll do the cultivate. Need Red Bull? Yeah, I would imagine he'd need some Red Bull if he's working at 4 and he hasn't slept yet. Go to Warp Suite to Combine? I can't. Hey Jack, it's going good. How's it going with you, dude? 4 AM. I hope you've slept, Bailey, because you're screwed if you haven't. Also, silly as it sounds, and the amount of dumb stuff that I do, I don't like going like cheatingly fast. Don't we have a direct? Do we have a direct drill? Alex, why are people cultivating when they can just direct drill in more crop? Put some nitrous oxide. No, I'm not putting nitrous oxide into a combine. Because this las. Why? Wait. What? I'm not entirely sure what Alex is doing anymore. I think he might have gone insane. Press send instead of back. Right. Oh, what I've accidentally done is screw us both over. Stay there, Pa! Stay there. I'll push. I'll give you a push up. Dancing with the combine. Hey, police march. The late realization of what I was trying to do. You almost flipped yourself with that. That late ATS. I totally can. The question is if I want to. Because ATS to me is... I don't know, it's a while away from being worth playing all that much. There's not a whole lot of content. ETS, Euro Truck Simulator, is much more my style. Especially with pro mods. Much closer to what I... yeah, it's a lot better. The ATS has some old trucks. The problem with the old trucks in ATS is they're modded and some of them will just break with random updates. That's my conundrum. I forgot we had a second combine. I have a solution to that problem, Alex. Fear not, I bring only solutions. Solutions at the shop. Do I remember the Barbie tractor? Yeah, the oh, what do they call it? Barbie's Dream Hurliman. Is the circus going to town? Circus is always in town when I'm playing, and I've decided to buy a truck. I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of impressed at how quickly I made that look horrific. Like that was efficient destruction of how the truck looked. I think Alex is picking up the executive truck to help you, Justin. It's quality, Dave. I am pro destroyer of paint jobs. That said, it is very easy to pick out colours that clash with each other horrifically. Much easier than picking out colours that actually, you know, suit each other. I just hope that truck doesn't give me a headache like one of the previous ones did. That's always my... That's now my concern every time I make something horrific, is like, will this give me a headache? Is this bad enough to give me a headache? And I always hope not, but I'm always concerned. Yeah, there's always that niggling feeling in the back of my mind now, like, this might give me a headache if I look at it for too long. But it can stay until it gives me a headache, and then I'll just replace it with one that's entirely black. I don't even know where the other combine is. Hey, Contracting's doing this. We're a long time no see, Hey Contracting. Like a truck, when you use it, you paint it moss green, looks like sour. Yeah, I mean, that's the logical way to paint a Jag, but it's me. They have a nice meet out of the family the other night. Oh my god, we went to that Thai place again. The Thai place that I love going to. And I said something when we were leaving that is very true. There's never a complaint. There's never a complaint when we're leaving that place. Oh, you're here contracting, okay. The food there is insanely good. The service is great. The portion sizes are possibly a bit big. Is the only negative. Like I ordered a duck dish. It was duck in a chili oil, and it came out in a bowl, you know, about this size. Big plate of mainly duck, which is very heavy, very fatty. And then out came a much smaller bowl with rice, about probably 2 portions of rice in most restaurants. You know, portion and a half, maybe 2 portions. And then out came a plate for me to assemble what I wanted on it. The rice was lovely. That lasted quite a while. I eat duck? Yes, I eat duck. It's delicious. The kids' toy is here. I always get duck from there because they cook it so well. The fat is perfectly rendered, the skin is lovely and crispy, and the sauce is invariably delicious. It is, Ernie, yeah. It's great when you find somewhere that is just good. And like, it's got something for everybody. So they even do like a few, not many, but a few Western dishes as well. But we all go for the Thai stuff, which none of us can pronounce. I think I've broken Pa with the truck. By the way, is Justin still just stuck in the field full, by the way? Like, have you guys emptied Justin's combine? That money in the top left. Dave crash counter is now 6. Excuse me, I require to empty the combine. Wait, that's not everything. Perfect. Oh, that was really close to me actually flipping the combine on the front of the truck. Oh! It's multiplayer that breaks the map when you get in and out of vehicles really quickly. Poor Hay Contracting is having to try and keep up with me crashing. Where's the seed mabob? There's the seed mabob. Hello, Connor. How you doing today, dude? Oh wait, this field is open. Perfect. Dave drift counter. I mean, let's face it, guys. When you've got a throttle and a tractor, the only logical setting is full. I'm presuming AC, and using Greenwich for seasons. Ah, I thought it was going to be console seasons. No, actually. I haven't spoken to Green Bale, I think it is the map maker. I'm terrible at remembering names. I haven't spoken to Green Bale actually at all. The person that would be more likely to know than me would be Landy. But you could always ask Green Bale yourself, I guess. Or check his Facebook page or something and see if there's any information there. Yeah, 2019 farming knows that's over my memory. Rocking the glasses. These are my old pair bolts. These are the pair that I've always had. And I've had it for the last like 12 years. My new pairs have not been... they've probably been created, they've not arrived yet. I'm doing good, how are you? I'm actually kind of looking forward to the new glasses because I'll be able to see just that small bit clearer. Because these are not the correct prescription for me. These glasses are incorrect. Green Ale. I think you'll find, Martin, his name is probably Green Bale. Yeah. Green Ale. I would not want to try and drink that. I like ale, but not of the green variety. He's adding extra air and stuff. In which case, like, honest answer, Green Hale, Green Kale. I wouldn't play Greenwich Seasons. I think the map is actually fine the way that it is. For the people who love playing, well, especially seeing as I'm on multiplayer with it. Multiplayer and Seasons are not a good mix, especially on a public server like this. So as much as I love Seasons, the multiplayer server will always be Seasons free. Who gave me the license? I don't have a driving license. But I think it's great that for the people who do love this map single player and play it single player, that's it's going to be getting Seasons. So, oh, Simulate, you've missed the drifting. Ooh. You've missed me going full initial D. Everything looks so much better. Except my face! Oh, I wonder if you know. I live in Tokyo. Oh no. Now oh no. Now I've got Running in the 90s stuck in my head. And Deja Vu at the same time. Oh, this is horrific. You mean games on your phone? Okay, that's probably a better idea. Oh, Sim. Genuine question here. Did you hear the story about what Braun Strowman proposed for reasons or ways he could win a battle royale? Negative. His idea, and I'm genuinely surprised that it didn't get picked up, was that he would flip the ring. That he would pick up the ring and tip everybody out of it. This is an actual idea he came up with. Oh, see you, Alex. The map's going to console, so they're probably winning the seasons. Possibly, yeah, you see. He'll have to take some stuff out of the map, annoyingly. You know, I mean, if there's nobody in it, yes. If not, don't kick people out of the tractors. Stone Cold, oh god, I can imagine. Let's see. Oh, is Lancy doing modding tutorials? I think it's great that somebody is. I like the fact that it's Lancy, and I'm just glad somebody is. That is a very stone cold response to that. How is it? Like, seriously, for a guy who always played this super serious character, how is he so funny? To make DEMs, you don't need modding software. At least... Well, you don't need to buy anything to make a DEM. Give me one sec. I'm genuinely glad that somebody, anybody, is making tutorials on how to start modding. Because it's been... I can just see Pat off in the next field spinning. Where do you get the stuff to make DM? You must learn. I would tell you 2019 farming. I really would. I would love to tell you. There's just one teeny tiny problem. It's a small problem. All of the DEM tutorials I know of that are any good were on FSUK, which, as you may or may not know, no longer exists. So, could somebody buy a seeder? I've got a seeder. There's a new one at the shop. That's what I'm saying. FSUK's gone. It's like the amount of modding knowledge that's been eaten is. Thank you, Star Wars 82, for the follow. That noise is great. It's great. That noise is great because I know it's a Twitch follow immediately. Just from the silliness of it. Hey, Sideways. I'm doing good, how are you? Speaking of... believe it or not, this sounds dumb. The noise that I've just heard in that song has reminded me that... Oh... Simulate. I have heard rumors of a funhouse. There's a reason that I've got my phone out, and it's very serious, and I need to do this. Because SpaceX are, in theory at least, planning the last flight of the trash can today. I'm trying to try to explain. Very nice. Where's Everyday Astronaut's channel? Subscriptions? Every data astronaut, that should work. Yes, fantastic. Mute my phone up. Come on. Hey. Now watching 21 likes, that's really good actually. Oh, they're now planning it to be 150 meters. I'm guessing the FAA didn't allow them to do 200 meters with effectively a trash can. Or it's actually a water tank, but still. Yeah, sideways. Pro tip: don't start with jets. Start with little GA planes. They're a bit more difficult to get to grips with in terms of handling, but you will learn a lot more from them. Also, this is going to sound really dumb. The flight model's changing soon, and explain. The guy behind it, Austin Meyer, came out on YouTube the other day and did like a preview of the 11.40 update, which is basically a whole new flight model. So planes are going to fly entirely differently very soon. In Explain. Which makes life interesting, I guess. I'm looking forward to it because he's basically said that it's going to be a lot more realistic. Gonna do tutorials first. Are there tutorials? I wasn't aware there were even tutorials. You only test the demo version for now before purchasing full version. Yeah, I mean, sideways, I'll be honest. If you like the way that it looks, you can learn to fly. If you like the way that it looks and handles, you can learn to fly. I was teaching or walking Landy through bits of doing an A3. When I did A320 and I was using an A319, but they're basically the same plane in terms of cockpit layout. I was teaching Landy how to fly an Airbus last night. From cold and dark. So it's not like it's not like it's unusual for me to teach people. I taught Maddox JS how to cold and dark 737 and programmed that up. I'm planning. There's a flight school. Oh, sweet! I'm planning on teaching Traff how to actually fly a Cessna 172 and use the GPS in that at some point. Because he's clueless, because he's used to jets. He's only ever flown jets, so he doesn't know the more simplified autopilot systems. And he needs to learn that, or he wants to learn that. So I'm going to teach him that kind of stuff. Just to... because I can. Because I fly a bit of everything. Let's eat oats. Oats. All of the oats. So if any of you guys are interested in flight sims or in planes and you're new to doing flight sims, I know this is a farm sim stream, but I'm going to make this offer anyway. Because it's less likely you guys will know how to fly planes, I guess. If any of you guys buy like a flight sim, I can teach you generalities of flying. Even if you buy, let's say if you buy FSX, which I wouldn't recommend, I can teach you how to fly on that for the most. Actually, not FSX because it's so simplified that it's borderline impossible to give you any useful knowledge. But if you buy like X-Plane, I can totally run you through how to set a plane up and fly. X-Plane mobile? I probably could, because in essence all planes are the same. Because I was asked during the stream yesterday, Dave, how do you know how to set up these jets? Because I flew 747 yesterday. Last night I flew an A319 for a couple of hops. Most commonly you'll see me in a 737 or a Challenger 300. And, the question is always like, how the hell do you know what to do with these planes to get them to run? Simple answer is, they're all the same. The wording's different, the locations of the buttons are different, but they're all the same. They all want you to do the same things in roughly the same order, in order for the plane to get off the ground. The only big difference is in the Airbus, you have to arm the spoilers for takeoff, and in a Boeing, if you do that, you'll get a takeoff warning. I am farming today. This is what the majority of my content is, Mikkel. Or Mikkel. Yeah, if you're not a fan of farming, then just wait until Sunday rolls around. If you are, then congratulations. You now get to do this kind of stuff as well. You now get to watch farming too. Only Sundays, yeah. Unfortunately, Mikkel, my bigger audience is on YouTube, and they basically demand farm sim. Like, if I don't do farm sim, I don't get views on YouTube, and YouTube is what pays me, so unfortunately, X-Plane is kind of relegated to once a week. Is X-Plane mobile multiplayer? I don't know. Also, Mikkel, I'd like to point out that I am actually a media partner for the game that I'm currently playing. I have a direct line of contact with the devs, so kind of need to play this a bit. I know, I don't say need to. Kind of like playing this quite a lot. You're on YouTube, you demand X-Men. Miko, I'm afraid not. This is my primary game. I am a media partner for Giant Software, the developers. I've been to their office. I've been involved with the launch of this game, which is hilarious when you look at the amount of subs I have. But yeah, they brought me over to do some work for them to launch the game back in November, so I feel duty bound to play this game the most, as well as like it being the most popular thing on the channel. Pal, have you gone invisible? You're what? You are actually invisible there, dude. Do that again. Go back into Discord real quick, pal. Because you straight up disappeared. You're in the sky? Why was your name on the ground? Your name was on ground level. Mikkel, I know what you're trying to get me to do. It will not work. It was probably lag. That was really odd. Drive him over. Yeah, that's not actually something you can do in Farm Sim. You're like, oh, you were uploading pictures. Sweet, pal. I'll look at them after the stream. See you 2019 farming. Pat, could you just stand still for a second? I want to show Michael what happens when I try and drive you over. Alley-oop. 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 Enjoy being stuck on the tractor. Yeah, you can't run people over in the game. You can get them stuck in tractors because it glitches. How do you run faster? You mean like this? A combination of cheat mode and admin. In other words, you actually can't. What am I doing? Seeding. Also talking. Do 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 do. I screwed hate contracting it right up there. It's amazing how to screw people up. All you have to do is do something properly, if you're me. Like, all I need to do to confuse people is do something that actually makes sense. Because they're expecting me to do the dumbest thing possible. And if I do something that actually makes sense, they get very, very confused very, very quickly. And I really enjoy doing that. OCD is taking over. Must get every last little bit of field. This is where the reckless drivers hang out. Pretty much. Swap to canola hay. Which is a really awkward sentence. Swap to canola for this field. canola. What? This looks like it's on time lapse. How well did that come in? It's sideways, but it does look like a smiley face. It's like dancing on ice, except just planting in circles. Where else would you see this carry on? I'm doing expert tier headlands now. I'm getting maximal headland for one pass. This is totally not the absolute slowest way to seed. Hey Steve. You've ruined my happy smiley face. Ruined. You're trying to write. I hope you know you don't have much space after the G. What happened? I was doing super serious seeding. I mean, look at how good that headland is. John Deere 7R Plus by custom modding. Fortune E5 16 by modding. New Hunt TM100 by modding FS. Scarrick the car is pretty good. I hope that, because I know they saw my video on it, I hope they fixed the suspension issues that it had, because it did have some suspension issues. Notably when you put the wide wheel setup on and raised up the suspension, it had an issue where it would just flip kind of at random, which isn't exactly ideal for, you know, a truck. But you know, it was for the mod contest. They didn't have enough time to. Don't worry about that. 2019. Let's just don't worry about that bit. Alex is back. 2019 farming has just spotted the occasionally be terrified by Dave bit of the Discord description. It's got nothing to do with me occasionally jumping into voice channels when I see people in there, and then blasting either the Soviet national anthem or just screeching. Like you have Pixel Gaming. I mean, let's be honest. You've seen how I act in the streams. Do you really expect me to be super serious on Discord? Sorry, I'm actually trying to do something serious at the moment. My music is not charging. No, do not plant in this field. I'll have to use my Xbox controller charger majig. But I can't do that until the stream's ended, because I'm kind of using my Xbox controller right now. Is the TM155 console and PC? I always say when somebody says, "Oh, this thing is coming to console and PC," always add the word "hopefully," because even if it does, the hope is that it comes to console and PC. The aim is. Because sometimes it just will not be possible to get it onto console for various reasons. Although with New Holland TM, it should be able to go to console. Hey Benji. We've always had 2 drills. You've just always miscounted. Since when do we have 3? How am I doing today? I'm doing pretty good. I think K Contracting is trying to be a bit artistic. Either that or he's just making some very bad decisions right now. I'm not entirely sure which one it is. I'm gonna say it's art. I appreciate modern art. I'm the one who came up with that joke, hey? You smell pizza in the other room by Dave, by Jeff for the second time. Fair enough, 2019. Enjoy your pizza. That was some good driving there, Pat. I'm sure you actually meant to hit me, but that was a really nice close miss. Sell for millions like that unmade bed. Yeah, Benji, it's the like 70s or 80s East German forager. I always love those things. They look ridiculous. E516 is a combine, is it? Oh yeah, it's the big blocky yoke, isn't it? The 516 is the one that looks like a brick with wheels. Which can be used to describe a whole lot of Eastern European equipment from the 80s. It looks like a brick, but with wheels. Yeah, Benji, modding did the... whatever the weird funky forager one is. E281, that's... yeah, that's why I got confused. E and then a bunch of numbers. Maybe don't 7. Yeah, Barney. I'll be handing over to Landy. When will you finish? Also, hello. Tends to help if you attach the seed drill, you know. Perfect. We have improved seating. It's surprisingly difficult to stay on this. The comedy is I'm having to steer into the center constantly. What's going on here? I think he's stuck now. I'm pretty sure Alex can only go in a straight line. We're doing canola. Have you seriously been planting oats? Oh god, he has an all. He has actually been planting oats. That wasn't him trolling. Alex, your new job is to find the bits that you've planted in oats and get it into canola. You know, dude, that you know that I keep swapping seeds in between fields. You now need to try and fix the bits that you accidentally screwed up. Good luck. Enjoy the pause menu. You'll be seeing it a lot. Do we have kit for Sludge? I don't know do we have kit for Sludge? I'm not on the server enough to know this. Should probably be on my own server a bit more, but... Oh yeah, we got those, like, 6 forage wagons for some reason. I don't even know why we got that many. We have, like, an excessive number of forage wagons. I noticed it all up. Yes, but that doesn't mean I actually remember what the hell we have. I hired a helper by mistake. I hired a helper by mistake again. I'm not even sure what Paz trying to do. with all the eyes. Oh, I need to get a drink in a minute. Oh, we're almost finished with the stream, so I'll continue on, but I need to get a drink. Like straight after the stream. So if we're stuck, if you see the end screen up for ages, because I've actually run off straight away, and the stream will stay up for an excessively long period at the end. You sent me a bottle of water. Thank you very much, Pat. That was graceful when we turned off in different ways. Welcome to Multiplayer, my server, where everything ends up being a foster club constantly. Hello. Oops. Next field is wheat. And it's field 61, because I want to annoy Justin too. I feel like we've been giving him an easy time. So make sure you got wheat selected, Alex. Look, I'm looking around. What's going on over here? Hello, by the way, you've run me over. He's helping you. Has he connected to the front? He's connected to his front 3-point. I'm busy seeding. I'm not seeding backwards. See, look. Facing forwards in the tractor. So how can I be facing backwards if this is forwards? I don't think K Contracting has quite realised that this has reverse drive and the JCB doesn't. Explain tries to drive different people. Like, yeah, I've muted all of the sounds from Explain when it loads. Active Sky is actually worse. Yeah, Alex, that didn't quite work out for you there, did it? Definitely from, yeah. It's because it puts all the volumes up to like 1000% by default, and that's never a good value to be at. Lowered it to about half. You'll actually probably need to lower it a lot more sideways. Like, I've got my game volume explained down at about, probably about a quarter, if not less. But I like games being relatively quiet anyway, so I don't know. I don't know how hate contracting is overtaking me doing headlands with the same seeder, but still. Yes, and that's the important thing. Great censored L. I still, by the way, still don't understand what the point of reverse drive is. Just like to point that out. Alex, I'd just like to point out that my seeder is literally doing nothing. It's off the ground, it's not seeding. Pat, could you stop with the ramming now, please? I'm gonna put that one down. I'm gonna put that one down to I don't know how to drive with the reverse drive. Because the steering is a lot more sensitive than it normally would be. Dave can't drive episode 1. Episode 1, oh, I'm nuts. Episode 1, Part 1, Entry 1, Chapter 1. Line 1, book 1 of a 73,000 chapter series. Season 1, Series 1, Episode 1. Day 1. Straight line? Allow me to attempt a straight line. Considering, Alex, straight isn't exactly something that I do very well. I'm going well so far. Or at least I was. What? Minimap? What about the minimap? Escape menu, you mean? Yeah, we're planting wheat. Hang on a second, somebody's not planting wheat. I just want to check that hay contracting is as well. Because I've got a suspicion. Wheat, yes. Like Will Wheaton. Hay contracting, could you do a line in the field over there? Just want to double check what you're seeding. Do a line in the field in the patch behind me, if you don't mind. I'm just kind of curious, because some things that I'm seeing aren't making sense. Can you join the Discord? Your phone died? I mean, yeah. That's kind of the point of the Discord being there. And actually why I'm in there is so that you don't have to have the stream open. If you don't want to when you're in game. The two lads are harvesting away, and here we are making a mess over this side of the field. Let's move this party a bit. What happened to the minimap? Nothing happened to the minimap. Poor Justin just wants to harvest seriously, and I'm driving around effectively in reverse. It's all Justin wants. He just wants to play some Farm Sim. But no, the hot pink Valtra that's in reverse won't let him. This, by the way, is the reason that I tend to warn Daggerwin subscribers and VF subscribers that I am nothing like them. Take off 75%, climb 92%. I've never done the flight school and explain, so I don't know what the scores mean. Performance numbers. Yeah, but I don't know what the numbers mean. Like, I don't know if that's good or bad, because... Eh? Could be 92% of excessiveness. What I'm going to do now, though, guys, is Landy should be live, but I'm guessing SpaceX might be doing the hop, and I've just realised that my phone is locked. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call it a stream there, and hope Landy goes live at some point soon. Until then, he should be. Oh, he's moved this room. Until then, stay safe, and goodbye.